Hello there. Welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. On the program, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu rewards teachers with brand new cars, receives one-day governor, meets House of Representatives Committee on Basic Education, and launches Learning Management System. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has rewarded 13 outstanding teachers with cars. He presented the cars to them at the annual Teachers Merit Award, and the winner of the Spelling Bee competition, Eniola Ajala, got the opportunity of becoming a day's governor.
In the past 1 year, the education sector has received major attention as a result of the damage done by the COVID-19 pandemic. Lagos, being the epicenter of the pandemic in the country, is investing so much in the sector just to ensure learning continues. A month ago, the Lagos State government launched the Eco-Digital Skills Initiative for students below tertiary level, and Lagos Learns Together initiative for primary and secondary schools to bridge the learning gap.
It tells you that we're on the right track. We all agree that the fourth revolution is about IT and technology. And we are working in sync with the team's agenda of Mr. Governor, where education and technology sits right in the middle. And the fulcrum of any development all over the world is about education. And now we're not just giving education, we are giving technology with our education. So what we are doing is deepening the process. And this year, Mr. Governor has graciously approved 3 phases of this project. The first phase will be in school, where we take care of our children in primary and secondary, basically secondary schools. I want to do 720 schools. That means we want to take over 100 across each district. Then the second phase is where we're going to have the hybrid. Those kids that are out of school, we want to give them a skill set, IT skill set. Then the third phase will go back to school. So that's what we're starting today. And in the course of this, we're also ensuring that we have delivery partners that will take care of each district. So we're taking care of District 1, it's not going to take care of District 2, District 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. So each person's job is well cut out. And then the key part of this launch is we are handing this project over to the TGPSs. They own the process. So they are the ones that will now ensure that this thing go around each of the schools that are chosen by the delivery partner.
The Federal House of Representatives Committee on Basic Education is also interested in ensuring that the standard of education is top-notch, which is why the team is visiting the Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board to inspect various intervention projects under the federal government's Universal Basic Education Commission and state matching funds. After going around some schools in Lagos, the team leader briefs on the observation.
The limitations we've seen are things that can be easily rectified once we build the necessary synergy between the state, SUBEB, and UBEC, and the House of Reps, or the National Assembly generally. The infrastructure component appears to be adequate. We've complained about lack of perimeter fencing or adequate perimeter fencing, adequate security. We've talked about the need for playground for the kids. Most of the schools don't have adequate playgrounds, no football field, no exercise equipment. We've talked about inadequate furniture in some of the classrooms. We've also talked about water. They have running water, but in some schools, these are not properly reticulated around the entire facility. And for children, this is very essential. They appear to be complying adequately with the COVID-19 protocol in terms of sanitization, social distancing, hand washing. So at that level, we don't have any problem.
The chairman of the Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board highlights the programs designed for out-of-school children.
It is part of our responsibility as SUBEB that infrastructure are done according to specification and are delivered within specified period. As we all know, it's a combination of different factors that is causing that. Insurgency in the north, COVID-19, NSARS, and things like that has contributed in no small mean to what is happening in our nation. And as a player in the sector, we must ensure that there is security in our schools. So we, in the area of we have a program specially designed to address the issue of out of school and not in school pupils, children, and that is Project Zero. And the idea with Project Zero is to ensure that we work with private sectors to ensure that we bring those children back to school. We realize that there are many social economic imbalances that came about as a result of COVID-19 and other related economic issues. So we invited the corporate sector and other well-meaning Nigeria to assist us in making sure that we bring those out-of-school children back to school. And we have been supporting them. The program has been very successful, and we are seeing the progress recorded so far.
Excellency.
Then the team moves to Lagos House alongside Ikeja to meet Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. They commend him for supporting SUBEB to achieve its statutory mandate.
We have visited about 6-7 schools, including the borehole project. And I must say that our observations show very clearly that Lagos is taking education seriously. Some perimeter fencing require a bit of additional work, particularly now that we have bandits and all kinds of characters invading our schools. We pray it doesn't get to Lagos at all, but we should take precautions.
Governor Sanwo-Olu reels out the investment level in the education sector.
Education in the last 2 years, this year in particular, I think they have a budget of about almost 10%, 8 or 9%. I think it's almost 10%, 12%, themselves and health, because I know health is 12.8, so they're also 12%. So you can see that year on year, we deliberately focus, or we're focusing on human capital index, health, education, things that can create the future for our youth, for our young ones, and also give them a capacity to, be sound mentally and physically. Beyond the budget is also to say that we deliberately went down to intervene at the primary school level, deliberately. To date, if my numbers are not missing me, we've done over 100,000, benches and tables, clear, for the schools. Because we have 3 organs that are renovating. SUBEB is doing theirs. We have SCRIPS, which is a special committee on school rehabilitation. We have LASIAMA, which is also taking care of schools' maintenance, and upkeep, and to ensure that the standards are continuously met. And we also have even the Minister of Education himself, but let's even say Minister of Education is taking care of only secondary school. But we deliberately went down to the primary school, and we said that we needed to put funding there in terms of physical infrastructure and all of it. And I think maybe where they've taken you to is to show you SUBEB and UBEC funding. I think they need to take you to the ones that we've done, and there's so many of them that has been direct state government interventions, on which we're just doing our things quietly.
Efforts of the state government to boost the sector is already yielding fruitful results. And this is evident in the life of Eniola Ajala, who is displaying exceptional skills acquired from her teachers. Eniola was selected for the position of one-day governor of Lagos, and she immediately gets to work by holding an ESCO's meeting at the Lagos House Ikeja. Eniola Ajala, a former student of Lafayette Senior High School, Lagos Island, and winner of the New Hero Spelling Bee competition, called for provision of better infrastructure for public schools.
The consistent investment of the state in education has produced excellent results like us, excellent students like us, to perform greatly, not just in the academics, but in different competitions across the nation and diaspora. I can boldly say that we are products of good policies of the Lagos State government. I humbly request that our alma mater be listed among the schools to be revamped, as the schools of my cabinet members and I need revamping. The schools are Tinkan Island Senior High School, Lafayette Senior High School, Lagos Island, Iworo Ajide Senior Model College, Badagry, Adbede Senior Grammar School, Ikorodu, and Mirna Community High School. These schools I just mentioned now, they lack some basic infrastructural facilities that that are necessary for students to learn. So I believe something can be done about that, Mr. Governor. I'd like to use this platform to encourage other students to put in best efforts in their studies, regardless of challenges they face. I want them to realize that nothing good comes easy. Getting to where I am now wasn't easy for me. Yes. I made a lot of sacrifices, prayed a lot of prayers, read a lot of books, lost rapport with some of my friends, cried a lot of tears. Yes, but it's all worth it in the end. Those things were not convenient for me. Nobody likes to cry, except in shares of joy. But yeah, they're not convenient for me. But here we are today. It's all good.
The governor educates her on leadership and asks other students to remain focused in their studies.
This whole idea is to be able to encourage not only yourself, not only your friends that are here with you today, but the entire youth population, the entire student population, that if they put their very best, there are no levels or heights that they cannot attain. The seat you are sitting on today, a lot of cabinet members would wish, but it's not meant for them. The future is yours. It's for each and every one of you. This competition is not about race. It's not about color. It's not about where you come from. It's not about tribe. It's just about excellence and being a pupil in Lagos State. And so we're using this opportunity to tell all our pupils that this is a platform that is available to all.
That's not all. Governor Sanwo-Olu again rewards 23 outstanding teachers while putting their best in the teaching service. 13 of them get brand new cars each for the year 2020 Teachers Merit Award. Governor Sanwo-Olu says teachers should be rewarded often for the essential role they play in producing future leaders.
Teaching is not a thankless job in Lagos State. The annual Teachers Merit Award is a proof that Lagos State will always reward excellent, committed, and diligent teachers. Our administration is cognizant of the essential role that teachers play in building a formidable society, which is why we are committed to rewarding exceptional teachers on a regular basis. This is one of the key strategies for the actualization of our education and technology pillar under the team's agenda. We cannot thank our teachers enough for all they do, for the passion they bring to the job, for inculcating in our children the values that require us to succeed, for going through the extra mile to teach, to train, and to equip each of the students. And each and every one of us is the product of a good teacher. That's why we're all here sitting, and I think they deserve a round of applause.
And the teachers expressed their gratitude.
With this, I believe I'll do more. I'll perform much more than I've been doing. And other teachers that feels you are just disturbing yourself will come on board, because this is a fantastic gift.
To let other teachers know that our reward is no more in heaven. It has started from this earth. The only thing you need to do, keep working hard, working differently, have your own unique template that you are using.
The Merit Award is an initiative of the Sanwo-Olu's administration to reward teachers' commitment and excellent service and to boost delivery of quality education in the state.
Lagosians, we are recording more cases of the deadly COVID-19 pandemic every day. The second wave is spreading like wildfire in our communities. It is deadlier, spreads faster and kills faster. Our isolation centers are getting filled up and more patients are on oxygen. More people are dying and the young ones are not left out. You don't need to die in ignorance or arrogance and foolishness. Observe all the precautions. Wash your hands regularly with soap and water. If you don't have access to water and soap, please use an alcohol-based sanitizer. Use your face mask properly and regularly. If you have to go out or be in public, avoid large crowds. Observe social distance always. Do not hug. If it's not important, stay at home. Most common symptoms include fever, dry cough or tiredness, aches and pains, sore throat, loss of taste or smell. Serious symptoms include shortness of breath, chest pain or loss of speech. Should you have any of these symptoms or know someone who does, please call the 24/7 Eco Telemed toll-free line on 0800 035 6633. We must take responsibility for our health and lives. We must fight coronavirus by being responsible. Please observe all precautions. The second wave of coronavirus is killing faster than you can imagine. Stay safe. Be responsible. Don't waste your life. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe, Lagos State Government announcer.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has launched a learning management system for civil servants in the state. The electronic portal is designed to train staff regularly, enhance efficiency among civil servants, and help improve service delivery in public administration. Take a look.
The Lagos State government has taken a drastic step towards improving efficiency in the civil service with the official launch of the learning management system. Adeyemi Burial Hall Alausa is full to capacity by civil servants who have come to witness the occasion. Learning Management System is a technology-driven platform designed to enhance capacity development in the public workforce. The commissioners in charge of the project tells us how the initiative came to play.
For us, implementing a learning management system wasn't just a nice to have. It wasn't something that we were doing so that we're following global trends. It wasn't for us just a step change in going with the train, but we see this as a radical change, which we believe is at the root of repairing public service delivery failures in our state. So we all know that COVID struck last year. I think 28th of February was the first reported case, and within a month we had almost 100 cases. And what we did at the Ministry of Establishment, Training and Pensions was to use this downtime as an opportunity for us to fast-track our online training strategy. So I am pleased to announce to you today that the LMS we are launching is actually the first of its kind in the Nigerian public service. In the 4 years prior to this administration, the Office of Establishment and Training was training an average of 3,000 public servants per year over the previous 4 years. With this particular platform, we have successfully onboarded 42,446 public servants on the platform, thanks to the hard work of our online learning partner, Envivo.
I therefore seize this opportunity to congratulate our Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for his bold leadership in creating a digitally supported environment to transform all stakeholders involved in the civil service by providing the campus infrastructure modernization and investing in a series of technology initiatives to ride upon the infrastructure. The state is bolstered once again in being the leading knowledge-based economy in Africa. The new LMS will open the door of knowledge for all our staff as we prepare and engage in the new norm.
The man who oversees the services of civil servants in the state says LMS would uplift the service delivery in Lagos to a digital workforce.
The Lagos State Learning Management System marks a very, very distinct paradigm shift from the traditional training methods to an interdisciplinary format, which explores the deployment of ICT to impact knowledge in a more efficient and effective manner at the very least cost and in time and other resources. The innovation provides an excellent opportunity to improve learners' experience by facilitating access online to a variety of learning materials ranging from free courses, self-enrolled courses, including access to faculties of renowned global e-learning vendors such as LinkedIn, and the overall goal of the LASG LMS platform is to enhance the learning process, as it will not only deliver content, but also handle courses, registration and administration, as well as skill gap analysis, including the tracking and reporting of training activities across our various MDAs, agencies of government, service-wide. It is in this regard that it is instructive to note that the overall program design not only makes it possible for my colleagues, our officers in the most dynamic public service, to access relevant and required learning content directly at your individual convenience, but it makes it available anywhere, anytime, and from any kind of device.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is already walking the talk. He takes an online course on the spot and gets his certificate. He says the innovation will equip the state public servants with the necessary skills to drive a 21st century economy and a knowledge-based environment.
What we're about is not just the fact that we're running a vibrant civil service. It's also because in our aim making Lagos a 21st century economy, the public service is a major role in that. And everything that we do cannot but stand and implemented by the workforce that we have in the public service. And so I'm honored to be here today to launch the learning management system for capacity enhancement, human capital development, and improved public service delivery. Lagos State had blazed the trail again and again and again. We are setting the pace of public service professionalism. The launch of the learning management system today is a crystallization of the reform process, which is our administration's initiative to improve public service delivery in public administration and governance. It is not by chance that the Lagos State Public Service is globally acclaimed as a pacesetter among other public administration and governance in Nigeria and indeed in the entire sub-Saharan Africa. Our administration places a premium on the competencies of the public service to deliver government policies, to have powerful strategies and programs that will benefit our entire citizens. It is therefore necessary that we equip our public service personnel with requisite skills and learning tools needed to be alive and to thrive in the 21st century economy, and that is acknowledged as a knowledge-based environment.
Which takes me to the course catalog.
Learning management system is up and running. All state civil servants are expected to key into the e-learning portal and deliver quality and timely service to citizens of Lagos.
Dear Lagosians, the second wave of the deadly coronavirus pandemic is here. Its new strain is easily transmitted and deadlier. Coronavirus symptoms are fever, dry cough, tiredness, difficulty in breathing. We can all prevent the spread of this virus through appropriate and regular use of face masks, avoiding close contact with people who are at high risk, washing our hands regularly with soap and running water, especially after visiting the toilet, before eating, and after coughing or sneezing, using alcohol-based hand sanitizer, maintaining at least 1.5 meters or 5 feet distance from anyone coughing or sneezing, covering our mouths with tissue while coughing or sneezing, and brushing the tissue. If you feel unwell and show symptoms of coronavirus, or you notice anyone who does, please call the Lagos State Emergency Hotlines 08000 ECOMED or 0803 3356 5529. Many are dead. Don't fall victim or die in ignorance. Report now. Together, we will overcome this challenge. Igbega Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe, Lagos State Government. Announcer.
And that's where we end this week's edition of the program Dateline Lagos. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Until I come your way again next time, stay safe.